Awesome!
Are we done?
Not yet. One more.
Okay.
Next.
Okay. All right. I have no mixed feelings about this one.
Wow.
Did not.
No.
All right. So we're going to talk about Mi's concept phone. And I'll tell you about why we decided to call this the concept phone first for all. You know, if you come up with a concept, it means it's not real. Is that right? Well, no, not in our world. We come up with concepts that we think are incredible things that are, in some cases, almost too good to be true, as is the case here. But we want to make sure that our fans get access to them. So our Mi concept phone is conceptual, but it's also real. And I want to show it to you guys here today. It starts for us with asking a simple question. What does the phone of the future look like? And we have all seen something like this, right? We have all imagined, not seen, but imagined something that is so beautiful that it maybe looks more like a piece of glass. It's light, it's elegant, it's transparent when you need it to be, it's opaque when you need it to be, and it's just incredible. You know, when are we going to get to that? I don't know. It's going to take us quite a while, but we thought we could at least get started. So this is what we want the world to experience with our latest concept phone. The world like it looks if you're just staring with your bare eyes. Whether you're in vertical portrait mode or in landscape mode, you can essentially just see your content because we have been able to achieve some impossible engineering milestones. And we've come up with an edgeless design. So our concept of the future starts with edgeless design. Now, that's why we decided that this is so different, this is so unique, it's so new, that it deserves a new name. So I want you guys to welcome Mix. And if you're just joining us here on Facebook, welcome. You've chosen a pretty good time to get in. We've already talked about Mi Note 2, which is right here. We've also talked about Mi VR, which we also did a live unboxing for. You can rewind and watch it later if you missed it. And now we're talking about Mix. Mix is Mi's concept phone, and it's one of the most exciting things I've ever seen in my life in technology. 91.3% screen-to-body ratio. We're incredibly excited about 77% on Mi Note 2. 91.3%, it's pretty much unimaginable up until today. Just to put things in perspective once again, iPhone 7 Plus, which is a great device, 67.7% screen-to-body ratio. Our Mi concept phone, Mix, gets you to 91.3% screen-to-body ratio. Basically, you just have a tiny little chin to house the camera, which I'll talk about in a bit, but you have almost complete screen. That gives you a 23% larger display, despite having a very similar size. And this is what we call Mi Mix. This looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah, so nice.
I want to make sure that you look at this full screen because this is such a great visual. Just look at what you're seeing in front of you. This is one of these things that you honestly potentially wouldn't expect to see for potentially years to come. And that's why we're so excited about it. The idea behind Mix is that you can just see through. You're essentially looking at another world. Think of it as a viewport into another world. It's all about content. It's all about what you need. It's not about the device itself. And that's Mix with our edgeless design. It's absolutely beautiful. Mix is a 6.4-inch display phone. It doesn't feel that big actually because it's all screen, but it's 6.4 inches. And I'm going to show it to you in a little bit, but I want to first talk about materials. One of the things that we really wanted to do with Mix is take our best materials to a new level. We started working with 3D ceramic earlier this year when we launched Mi 5 Pro. It's our first device with a ceramic body. It's the world's first curved ceramic body that was Mi 5 Pro. We've taken what we learned with Mi 5 to the new level with full ceramic body on Mix. Full ceramic body, including the back cover, including the frame, including all of the buttons. It's a full ceramic body. And again, this is what it looks like. Super gorgeous, right?
Yeah. So cool.
Here it is from another angle. You guys can admire these shots. I want to make sure that these are full screen, guys. Look at it. Pretty awesome, right?
Yeah.
Edgeless design. This is what it looks like from the side, full ceramic body. This is the rear. Absolutely beautiful edgeless design. And I thought I could do a live unbox. What do you guys think? Yeah. Should we do a live unbox?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we have, this is the Mix box. And it says over here, Mix designed by me. So it's a beautiful product. Me logo over here. Kind of cool, huh? 256 gigabytes right there. So let's go ahead and unbox it. So let's slide it out. You see the Me logo right there in gold. It's an embossed logo. So I'm opening it right here. Cool, right?
Yeah.
Now look at this.
Wow.
Look at this.
Wow.
Right?
Sweet.
I'm going to do it again. Look at this. You like it, Tatin?
Yeah.
All right. Look at that.
Whoa.
Right. So you've got the phone. Here you've got the leather cover, which or the leather case, and then manual, charger, and so on and so forth. I'm going to go ahead and take these guys out. So this is the leather cover. I'm going to set it over here, and here's the phone. I have previously unboxed it, so I removed the little ear that allows me to pull it out easily. So I'm just going to have to do a little poke there. All right. Hear that? Yeah. Little details. That's a magnet screen. All right. So here we have it, guys. This is Mi Mix. Of course, I haven't turned it on yet because I want to show you how beautiful the body of this product is. So you see right there, it says Mi or Mix, designed by me. So this is a full body ceramic device on the back, also on the sides, on the top. It's all made of ceramic. Ceramic is basically the hardest, least scratchable material that you can come up with for phones, for bodies. It scores an 8 in the Mohs scale. Glass is like a 6, and of course, if you want to go higher, you're going to start to get into crazy materials territory, all the way up to diamond, which is a 10. So ceramic body gives you beautiful texture. It gives you incredibly non-scratchable surface, and it just looks really fantastic. Right? It's a beautiful, beautiful device. Now, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Yes.
You ready for this?
Turn it on. Turn it on. Wow.
Look at that. Pretty cool, right? So this is Mix with its edgeless design. You can see here, the screen really goes all the way up to the top, all the way to the sides. And the only thing that you have here at the bottom is just really, really kind of thin, discreet little chin. It's there essentially to house the camera, which I'll talk to you guys in a second. But the beautiful thing here is that what you're looking at is this incredible edgeless design. This is something that, I think I was even reading about some articles today already. This is what people think would come out of their wildest dreams, right? This is something that the world just hasn't seen before, and it's absolutely stunning. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how we were able to achieve this incredible design. First of all, I want to talk about where a lot of the inspiration here comes from. Many of you have already heard of Mr. Philip Stark, one of the most well-known designers in the world. Philip is obviously an incredibly capable industrial designer who's responsible for some of the biggest breakthroughs in design in a lot of different fields, including home appliances, furniture. He's designed boats, he's designed planes, he's designed so many different things. And he chose to work with Xiaomi on something that he had not yet done, which was to design phone. And we've been working with him for over 2 years now. This product has been in the making for a very long time. And he was the first person who challenged us to do something that we, even ourselves, previously thought to be impossible, which was to try and just get rid of all that stuff. So we're incredibly excited to have partnered with Philip Stark to get Mi-Mix to the world. He was on stage with us today, and we're really excited about this partnership. So obviously, it starts with what you see here. We had to get rid of a bunch of different things. Everything that you'd find on a normal phone, on a normal smartphone, even the latest and greatest smartphone. The earpiece, the receiver that you make calls with, the proximity sensor, and the front camera. How do you get all those things out of the way? Well, I'll explain that to you guys, and I'll talk about each one of these. First of all, how do you listen to a phone call without an earpiece speaker? Well, obviously, we had to work on this for a long time. This was one of the hardest pieces, but we were able to reach an amazing result with this technology, which is a cantilever piezoelectric ceramic driver. It basically translates electric signals to mechanical waves, of course, but these are mechanical waves that can actually travel through the ceramic body, and you can actually listen to your call that way. It's obviously hidden behind the display, so there's no actual opening, but it travels through the ceramic body, and that's a piezoelectric ceramics driver. So that allows you to listen to a call. The call still sounds very natural. You can hear high frequencies, you can hear low frequencies, and the person who's next to you obviously can't hear the call. So it works quite brilliantly, and you obviously can't see anything. The second technology that we had to replace was the proximity sensor. What's the proximity sensor, or prox sensor, as we like to call it in the industry? Well, it's the infrared sensor that detects when the phone is close enough to your face and to your cheeks that the screen should be dimmed. Otherwise, you might hang up or start dialing tones into the call, and that's very uncomfortable. It's also uncomfortable for your eye if there's a bright display lit right next to your face. So the prox sensor just detects that and then dims out or shuts off the screen when you're on the phone. If you don't have an opening, you can't have an infrared sensor, right? To be clear, infrared is light. So what we've done is we've used a new technology, which we have in fact used recently. If you guys have been tuned in to our latest innovations, you'll have heard of the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor on Mi 5S, which we just announced a few weeks back. On the Mi 5S, it allows it reads your fingerprint through the glass using ultrasonic technology. What we're doing here is somewhat similar in that we're detecting proximity using ultrasonic technology, but we're not only going through the glass, we're going through the entire display, right? So it's another level, if you will, but similar technology, so that usually by just sending ultrasonic waves through the glass, through the display, and seeing what bounces back, it can detect whether or not your face is close enough to the glass, and then it can shut off the display. So that's our ultrasonic proximity sensor, and it works pretty well. The next question is, well, what do you do with the front camera? Well, one question would be to just get rid of it, but then that wouldn't be a phone, right? I mean, a smartphone without a selfie camera, that doesn't really make any sense. So what we did was we took it away from the top and we moved it all the way down here. We're using a special sensor here that is 50%, the module that's 50% smaller than the module on the front camera module on a regular phone, and it's tucked away right there on the corner. So it still obviously faces forward. It allows you to take selfies. So you just look at the camera. So you can see our studio here. Of course, that's on the bottom. If you want it in the top, you can just rotate the phone. The whole UI rotates. Pretty cool, right? Very simple solution, and the selfie camera is right back on top, right? So, and then when you're done, of course, you can just rotate it back. So that's the camera, and I just gave you a demo here. Now, I want to talk about a few more things here. First of all, to achieve this display, this edgeless display design that you guys have seen here, we had to make quite a few tweaks. So we've had to order and create a custom display that was rounded on the corners here, because if we used a regular display with a square corner, obviously it wouldn't allow us to have these thin bezels. So we're using a rounded display here, which is custom made just for us, and that allows us to come all the way to the end here with very, very thin bezels that give us really, really high screen to body ratio. We also made a decision, and this has to do with basic ergonomics. Most mobile phone displays are 16 by 9. And 16 by 9 is actually a pretty good aspect ratio. And it is so because you have that enormous forehead and you have a chin as well. So the phone feels kind of nice. But when we cut away the forehead and we made the chin much, much shorter, if we kept the 16 by 9 aspect ratio, it would actually feel kind of weird. It would look a bit square-like, and we don't think that that's a nice thing. So we made the screen even longer to give you a 17 by 9 aspect ratio. It's still obviously perfectly Android compatible because we have the soft keys. The usable area is 16 by 9 still, but it's a really beautiful 17 by 9 display. And I want to show you how this works. So obviously this is the standard look, and you can see how I have the soft keys at the bottom. This is, by the way, the very first Mi phone that uses soft keys. Something that our fans have been asking for a long time, right, guys? Bobby's saying, yeah. And but we thought, well, if they're soft keys, maybe you don't want them. Maybe you want to tuck them away. So we're using an innovation from MIUI 8 to solve this problem. And I know that our fans in India remember this quite well. It's called QuickBall. So QuickBall can now be activated from the soft key little area over there. So QuickBall is right here. Right? This is used so that you can navigate around. It's done for navigation, not just for accessibility. And you could see that when I turned on QuickBall, my soft keys went away. If I want them back, all I have to do is slide up, and they're back.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I can control QuickBall from here. You like it, Danny?
Yeah.
So it's really, really simple to use, right? So that is a way of just really maximizing that gorgeous display with QuickBall 17 by 9 aspect ratio. So this looks really fantastic. And that's the slide explaining the demo that I just gave you. So what we're doing here is we're literally exploring new frontiers in technology to create this edgeless design. It's not about just a display or just one or another component. It's actually all of these things working together. It's a ceramic acoustic system, which is, of course, that proximity sensor and the cantilever piezoelectric earpiece or driver, working with the prox sensor that's ultrasonic, a very compact front camera that we moved down to the bottom of the device, around the display, and then 17 by 9 aspect ratio for the panel. All of these things put together give you a beautiful, elegantly designed, real edgeless design, which the world hadn't seen until today. So to sum it up here for you guys, and then I want to take a few questions also. Mi Mix coming out today. If you guys just joined us, you're catching just the tail end here of our Facebook live stream. You can go back later and watch it. Go to the Mi Global page or go to my personal Facebook page and you can replay it. We just announced our revolutionary edgeless design concept phone called Mix, 6.4-inch edgeless design. Really does not feel like 6.4-inch. Full ceramic body, Snapdragon 821, also clocked at 2.35 gigahertz. That's the performance version of Snapdragon 821. Starts at 4 plus 128 gigs of memory, but we have a version that goes an even higher level than that, which I'll talk about in a bit. 16 megapixel rear camera, supports HD audio, GPS, high precision, and SAP, and a very large battery, 4,400 milliamp hours with quick charge 3.0. So this is an incredible, incredible package. And I also want to talk about a special version of Mi Mix, if that wasn't already special enough.
Yeah.
So that's what we call Mi Mix 18K. 18K stands for 18 carats. And that's because of a really unique design, little tweak that we made. If you look right here, Hopefully you can see that from the camera over there, guys. We've added real 18 karat gold trims around the rear camera here and the fingerprint sensor. It's a really, really incredibly small but meaningful detail that goes really beautifully with the ceramic body. That's 18 karat gold. Then this version of Mix 18K, ships with 6 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of flash UFS 2.0 storage. It's the first time we've shipped a phone with 256 gigs of RAM. We thought you guys would enjoy that. So that's the Mix 18K that you're looking at over here. We're also shipping, this is default with the product, a beautiful real leather case. This is a Mix leather case. It's beautiful leather. It smells like leather, really, for real. It's beautiful, and it's only appropriate, right? And it's kind of like you have a screen inside your protector case. It's basically a screen. That's what it looks like, right? So pretty awesome, right? Very cool. You kind of want to do this because you feel like you're just carrying a screen with you, right? You kind of want to protect it. Even though the ceramic body is one of the hardest surfaces that we could come up with in phone design. And this is, if you want to geek out, these are all of the specs here. All of these details are already posted on my Facebook page. Just check it out. Every single thing is on there. And more beautiful shots for you guys to look at here. Of course, this is a concept phone, but we want our fans to have it. So we're making it available starting next week here in China only for $34.99 for the 4/128 version and $39.99 for the 6/256 version. This is a pretty incredible price. Of course, one of the most beautiful pieces of technology that we've ever seen. Certainly the product that we're the proudest of anything we've ever made in 6.5 years of being around as a company. We're really, really, really proud of this. And we're about to clock in 1 hour here. Since I only gave ourselves 1 hour, I'm going to invite my co-host to come back so we can say bye to everyone. And here's Ollie, our girl.
Hi, Ollie.
So Ollie, let's wrap it up. She's checking out the comments. We're going to wrap up by saying thank you guys. Thank you for spending an hour with us. Hope you really enjoyed Mi Note 2, Mi VR. And, of course, the beautiful new Mi Concept phone. Ollie, take a look here, which is Mix. Thank you guys. See you next time.